first of all, we need to end the previous phrase. It starts straight away. The character doesn't wait until after the upbeat. The character actually starts right on that first note. So the forte is marked right on this new section after the double bar. We need to finish this one. So extreme contrast immediately. So we won't hear the whole thing again, but I need more here. I need more alive. So this is kind of quirky, charming. Second statement needs to be a little bit more triumphant, or more insistent. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you have to capture those two characters, and then make sure you finish this well. And then if someone's listening, that they're like that feeling at the beginning of that section, it needs to come like a surprise, and if you set it up, it ruins the surprise. Can we try?
From the beginning?
Yeah, let's just go from there.
Okay.
When you played it through the first time, your hand was completely relaxed, so there was nothing getting in the way. So whenever your hand is thinking, okay, play these thirds very light, I mean, you can play lightly and still forte. It's in the energy that you put into it, and that's exactly what you did when you played it through the piece through the first time. But now you're tensing up the arm, and so the thirds are not coming across anymore. So we worked on this a little bit, so you just, apply your techniques, your practice techniques to each performance, and don't let nerves kind of take over and then you forget what you're doing. So that section, those thirds, we all know they're difficult. Whenever you're coming up to them, you're thinking, okay, relax the shoulders, relax the arm, really light fingers, and then everything will happen. Just, the upbeat, it still needs to be strong on every note. So although it's not accented, it's as if the scene changes. So in a play, everything's nice and everything's charming, and then suddenly it's like a different character comes in on the stage, and he's really sort of forceful. So those four notes are very important, and just as important as the accented ones. So you need the energy in them as well as the good stuff that you're doing with that's good, but you need the energy right from that F that leads into it. Light, relaxed. Yeah, keep going. We need that to be stronger, okay? That gesture, there's one gesture and it's and then there's another gesture, and then back to okay? Just make it very black and white, make it very clear that this character is full of strength, this character is quirky, okay? From there. Changes within, so that's our kind of charming character, isn't it? But then it changes and it gets louder, and then it ends with sort of some power, okay? And in order to do that, you need to probably make more of a progression at the beginning, make it more kind of light, and like maybe feel a little bit like it's a light waltz. So when you start this one again, you have that same energy that you have in this gesture. But up until then, it's kind of light. So where are we here? Yeah, da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum. So we need to get this whole phrase and the progression really perfect. Can we try from here? Is that an awkward place? Okay, clarity in those thirds. Okay, relax the hand. Okay, I need more lightness. Like as if each one is getting closer and closer, and then it sort of explodes. Okay. Yeah, and then you have to finish that one strongly as well. So this trill is a little bit notorious, okay, because it has that temptation there to cut it off too soon and go on. But at the same time, it has to sound as if it's spontaneous and that it's not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a balance between those two. I mean, you need to play it with a very strong pulse, but make it seem like that it's a flourish with no tempo. Okay. Can we just try? Let's try straight on there. Break it down. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Can we try?
Yeah.
Still a little bit too soon. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try. 2, 3, 1. Okay, and even despite that, it's a little bit better in that. You need to crack a balance between the spontaneity of it and actually having a strict foundation like of a pulse underneath. Okay, so then we go on. Can you do this entry into the next section?
Okay.
And remember that this has the ritardando at the end. It has like a kind of quirky smile at the end, you know, where you're going and then so at that ending, it's almost like the actor is sort of smiling at the end, and you need to capture that charm in musical terms.
Yeah.
Can we try anywhere around here?
Can I just start there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and it was good, but at the end, you don't want to end with an accent on that C.
Yeah.
It's sort of, the C has to come out of nowhere. It's like, it's clarity without accenting. That's what you need right there.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, it's fine.
And it was good, and then it accented the C. You don't want to go to bum 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 bum. You want like it's sort of, it starts without you preparing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can we try once more?
From there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. What you need to do at the end is maintain the confidence that you have throughout this section and give us a clean F chord here. It's really important that you get that before you move on, because this is almost the most important part of this whole section. Dum, 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 and then it sort of, it has asserted itself, and then it goes back to a familiar motif that we already know. So is it awkward just to start straight on there?
The beat is left.
Yeah. orchestral short chord and not a piano short chord. Yeah. Do you have a direct pedal on that chord?
The F. I don't remember, but I'll think about that.
Yeah. It's good. Okay, it's good.
Too long.
It's good, but then it's too much of a gap between the
Yeah,
lines and
I
etc.
thought the pedal too much on it.
Okay, let's try once more. The chords, like so, just where you landed, the F minor.
Yeah.
The way that you're approaching it is really like this.
Okay.
And what we need is yum, yum, then a change. But again, it's quite orchestral, really. It's not you know, an instrument like the cello, where you have to really use bow, and in order to sound the note, you need to actually give that note time.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like staccato on a stringed instrument. It still needs to resonate that note before it moves on.
Yeah.
Whereas on the piano, you can really be clicky and forget about that. You can forget about what did that note sound enough for us to actually hear the chord.
Yeah.
Because there's a big difference between da, da, and diom, diom.
Yeah.
Both are very strong and both are very short, but we can we hear energy and we hear impact in one, and in the other one it's sort of like it's cut and paste.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, sort of shoved in there, and then the next one shoved in there, and we need a resonance here. It's not even marked staccato at all.
Okay.
So give it full eighth note at least. So diom, diom. It's like again, it's a gesture thing. I don't think the gesture is da.
No.
Da. Da. So we need to clarify that, because these corners, transitions, they're kind of masterfully done, but you need to put the energy into the actual chords and make them sound before you move on. Okay. Anyway, from here and then land here. Diom, diom. A little direct pedal on both chords too. Presentation of this texture without too much interference. So we don't want ya da 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 da. We just want boom, and then a breath of fresh air, like running water. Okay, that's what we need right here. So we don't want too much bending around of that part of the 16ths. Need to be very, very even and very light, like trickling of water. We try two chords, then this. I still think it's maybe it's actually about the attack of that chord. So we need a more rounded. You have the right idea by making it a little bit longer, but instead of jum jum, you're kind of a little bit more bump bump. Yeah. So let's try to make it a little bit more rounded. Jum. Good. Okay, in this section, it's all about the contrast of